Hi guys, welcome to LifeWithHorsesTV. This is a live video and I'm Lene, that's Chancey, and we just got done with a ride and just wanted to see how everybody was doing. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, and sad it's almost over. But yeah, we rode yesterday. I did 4 live videos on here yesterday, and I hope you guys checked them out. The last one we did was this guy riding, so you could see the whole session. I did one from the view above, and then we did one, the very last one was where you could see us. And today I videotaped with a solo shot with him. So that'll be our first video that we did with the solo shot. And we rode in a 3-piece ring snaffle today. And yesterday we used a shank bit, a DM lifter bit. And today I wanted to ride and just a ring snaffle. And he did really, really good. I was happy with our ride. And he's always such a good boy. And just wondering if any of you guys rode this weekend. Oh, there's somebody here. Hi, say hi. Yeah, I hope you guys got to ride this weekend too. Yesterday I got to ride Chancey and Baby, and I didn't videotape any of Baby's, but I did do a live video with her. Wait, was it her? Yeah, I did a live video with her on Facebook. Just a little quick saddle up like I did with him. I did a saddle up video here yesterday with him. I did one for Baby on Facebook, and that was our first Facebook live like that, using a mic and everything. So yeah, that was that's on Facebook, and we're on Facebook and Instagram, and they're both Life with Horses TV. The website is LifeWithHorses.tv, and I just made up these cute little shirts too. They're I love horse kisses, and that was just a message. Sorry about that. I don't know if you guys can hear that when that happens. But anyway, anybody out there ride this weekend? We have some people on here. Yay! Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. And yeah, if you missed it, I rode Chancey today, and I rode Chancey and Baby yesterday, and I got a later start today than I wanted to, and depending on, I can't see my clock on here, depending on what time it is when I get done off of here, I might ride Baby, or maybe just give her some pasture time. But I made 4 live videos yesterday, if you guys didn't see them. One of them was how to hold the reins for Western Pleasure, so that's on there. And it was pretty windy, and I lost the connection probably about 3 times, I think, or so during that video. So I think I might redo it when it's not so windy. Today was a little bit breezy, and yeah, so I don't know why we've been having a lot of wind lately, but yeah, I want to redo that video. So what do you guys ride? Do you guys ride Western Pleasure, English? Do you do barrels, dressage? What do you guys do? I just basically do Western Pleasure. I wouldn't mind getting into English maybe later down the road, or ranch riding. Oh, thank you. Yay, somebody said hi. But yeah, talk to me, you guys. What do you ride? Western, English? Comment. Anyway, yeah, so I've been getting some good riding time in the last couple weeks or so, and that's kind of exciting. I'm kind of sad that it's fall, going into winter here pretty soon. But the weather has been very nice, other than the wind. The temperatures, I think yesterday was about 80 degrees, and that's usually, I think, a little bit warmer for this time of year here. We're in Reno, Nevada. And yeah, also in the saddle up video for I ride a motorbike. Okay, demonstrate different things. What do you want to see? What kind of things? Yeah, I need some ideas. What kind of things do you guys want to see me demonstrate? Yesterday I showed you how I saddle up my horse, how I lift the saddle up over my head and put it on. And yeah, my bridles. I've been talking about my bits. That's another thing I was thinking about doing here pretty soon, maybe tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm off on Tuesday, so I was thinking of doing a live video on my tack room and Vic wants me to do trick riding, jumping on and off the horse. No, I don't do trick riding. But I wanted to do a tack room. I wanted to do a tack room video. I have my bridles hanging up and just maybe show you my different bits. So this is one of my favorite bits here. This is a ring sniffle, a loose ring. So see, this slides, and the mouthpieces are textured. It's not a twist, but it's textured, and then just has a little oval in the middle. So it's 3 pieces. So this is very mild, and the texture just gives a little bit of bite, you know. And with the snaffle bit, I never liked to ride in snaffle bits until yeah, just like basically since I got him. Well, no, sooner than that, because I rode when I had Romeo. And yeah, snaffle bits are made to go back and forth this way when you're riding back and forth in their mouth. But that's another thing too. I said it in one of my other lives. Oh, you like English? Cool. Do you show, or what do you do? Robert rides English. That's cool. My sister likes to ride English. I think she likes that more than Western. I'm more Western, but wouldn't mind learning how to ride English. I have a hard time posting. So do you show? And how many horses do you have? I have 4 horses. And I said in one of my other videos, it was at the end, I think, of a riding video, so probably not very many people saw it, if any, if you made it to the end of the live riding video. I used to have 6 horses about 1.5 years ago and downsized to 4, and one of those horses is coming back. He's a horse that I had for 10 years. I had him as an 8-month-old and had him until he was 10. And I gave him to somebody, and they're going to have to give him back. They had also gotten a mare with, for him, or, with him for them to ride together. And I might be getting her too, so I might be back up to 6 horses. So, yeah, that's a lot. But anyway, and I might be looking for a home for him down the road. And I don't know about her. I haven't really totally decided about her, but yeah. How many horses do you guys have? Comment. And who else rides? What do you guys ride? Do you ride Western, English, barrels, dressage, ranch riding? Yeah, well, I just came on here basically to say hi. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. I just wanted to see if anybody rode. And the live videos is something that I think I want to keep doing. And it's just really quick and easy for me to get on here and make a little video And I'm just gonna start to come up with more topics, but I do like doing the live riding stuff here and there and the lunging stuff. So if you guys like those things, or if you just like the live videos in general, give this video a thumbs up so I know that you guys like to watch. I got some good thumbs up from the last videos that I did yesterday, the live videos, so it just lets me know what you guys like to watch. And I'll have a solo shot video. Whoops, we went blurry. I'll have a solo shot video of him soon, of our ride from today. Like I said, he was such a good boy. You like the live videos? Yay! Yeah, I think you liked the riding from up above, I think, right? You commented on that one. That one was kind of fun. You know, and it's like the video turned out really nice. Oh, okay, thank you. Yay! Okay, we got 2 votes. Anybody else? Does anybody else like the live videos? Give a thumbs up or comment yes. And yeah, he was such a good boy doing the lives yesterday. So I had fun with him, and yeah, fun interacting with you guys. There were some of you that came on and said hi and chit-chatted with me, so that's always fun too. And does anybody show? Do you do horse shows? Any kind of horse shows? Like ranch riding, Western pleasure, English pleasure? Or do you barrel race for, you know, like go and barrel race for contests, I guess you would call it? Anybody? Anybody? And I do have another lunging video that I'm almost done with, and that'll go in my lunging series, so I need to try to finish that. And I can't think of what else I have, but I did want to talk about bits, so that'll be one coming up, and probably just a live video, because I already have some footage that I need to edit, and this saves me from putting more footage on my computer. My computer is like so full, and yeah, and then I don't have to edit with the lives. So I like doing a combination of the two. But what kind of bits do you guys ride with? Do you ride ring snaffles? Do you ride shank bits? Do you ride hackamores? Do you ride in just a halter? Do you guys do endurance riding? Anybody? I did one endurance ride with my Appaloosa, and I'll put a link to a couple of his videos, some links down below, and maybe a card up above here. Yeah, I've had him for 13 years, and I think he's 21 this year, and he was really green when I got him, and I trained him for Western pleasure. I should see if I can find some old footage of him when we first started riding. I have him on the 8mm tapes, you know, back then. So I think I bought some wires 2, 3, 4 years ago to transfer that to my computer, and that would be kind of neat to have. Oh, hi, Deborah. If you can talk about why you use different bits with different horses. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. That would be a good video. Yeah, I kind of go by how I feel, but we'll talk about that in another video. I'll kind of think about that. I'll get some different bits, and I do use different bits on the horses that I have. So yeah, okay, I'll do that. That's a good idea. Thank you. And yeah, and maybe show you my tack too, my different saddles. And yeah, but my Appy, I'll see if I can get that footage onto my computer, because that would be really cool to see. I mean, I haven't looked at that footage for years, and to the point that we got to when we were showing was like pretty cool to see. But yeah, let me do the bit thing. I think that's a good idea. So I'll pick out probably right now off the top of my head, I can think of probably 4 or 5 different bits that I use pretty often, and I'll just talk about those and why I like them and why I use different ones on different horses. So what kind of horses do you have, Deborah? And what kind of bit do you use? And do you show? And yeah, like I said in some of the other videos, there's like a delayed reaction, so I'm going to wait just a little bit, see if you answer. And also another thing too, everything's reversed in the live videos. So any video that you see that's live, I don't have my own horse, been taking lessons. Oh, good. Very cool. Do you ride Western or English? Dressage? Trail ride? Western. Yay! Cool, very cool. Yeah, so do you, how old is your horse? Do you use a shank bit or ring snaffle? What kind of bit do you ride in? And so I was saying that the live videos, any live video that you see, everything's backwards or reversed, I should say. So like the riding videos, like if you're watching it and it looks like I'm going to the right. Oh wait. Oh, okay. Does it have like shanks on it though, or is it more like this, like a ring? Because there's fixed rings, there's D rings, and then the shanks, you know, are longer. I'm just curious. So I can kind of keep you in mind maybe when I'm talking about the bits that I have and stuff. No rings on the side. Okay, shanks. Okay, cool. And are you learning to ride one-handed or do you ride two-handed? Is he chewing on the lead rope? He's chewing on the lead rope back there. He's my busybody. And we even rode. He wants to be done though. He's like, can you come put me up and give me my snack? Two-handed, more comfortable with that. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's funny. My parents were horse trainers and I grew up, I was on a horse before I was born in my mother's belly, and started riding at a really young age, and got my first pony when I was 4, and then rode horses that my parents trained and had, and they were finished, so we always rode one-handed. So I was always more comfortable with that. And two-handed always made me nervous because I never rode that way. I didn't know how to. So yeah, when I got my Appy as an adult in 2005, I basically rode him most of the time one-handed, I think. I tried a little bit of two-handed. And then when I got Romeo, that was the one I was just talking about earlier in the video that I might be getting back. He was young, so yeah, I learned to ride two-handed and didn't like it at first. It just always felt uncomfortable, but now I like both. It depends on what I'm trying to do. Like today when I rode him, I had him in this and was riding two-handed sometimes and then one-handed sometimes. So I kind of switch back and forth depending on what they're doing. But with him, with the lope though, I usually ride two-handed so I could get his, I'm trying to work on getting his lope a little bit better. You need to balance him. Okay, cool. So riding two-handed helps you to balance better. Yeah, today, like when I ride baby a lot. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. It does, when I switch back and forth, it does make you feel more balanced because both hands are here instead of, you know, one like that. Because sometimes I think we tend to twist our upper bodies a little bit. So, yeah, with Baby, my mare, I start off and I'll walk one-handed to kind of see how she feels and if she's balanced. And then when I'm jogging her, and I think I tend to steer too much with my hands. Trainer warns me about using more leg. Yes. Yeah, he's really good at really listening to my seat and my legs, and yeah, me not having to use you know, my hands that much. But my mare, I'm trying to get her to have just a little more lift and like balance left to right, because she doesn't want to kind of push all the way up to her face from her back end. So that's why I use two hands with her to get a hold of her face and kind of push her back end up. But you get a hold of their face, so you're not being hard with your hands. You just get a hold of their face, and then you kind of push with your legs and your seat to get them to lift. You know, if this is their face, and then you're using your legs to push their back end up, then they get that lift from their back. So with her, I usually am riding with two hands when it comes to that. I haven't gotten to the lope yet because I feel like we need to get the jog better in order to go up to the next gate. So I need to get her better between my legs and my hands, my reins, I should say. But yeah, it's sitting like I'm a fitness trainer, and yeah, if you think of like when you're sitting on your horse, sitting heavy on your seat, and yeah. What do I want? Okay, well, we have different energy centers in our body, and I think if we really think about sitting heavy in our seat and getting down to that first energy center, first and second energy center, it kind of grounds us more. And when we're grounded, it's like we're more aware of our legs. Sometimes I think, especially when you're doing something new, your energy comes up, and then you're not really aware of, you know, your body as much. And we tend to want to use our hands and, like, you know, grip. And it's the same with fitness and working out. You know, my clients, when they're up here in their minds or out someplace else, they grip and they want to pull things with their hands. So they're living on the outside of themselves. And I teach them to have an awareness and, like, get inside your body and come down and breathe. It all has to do with your breathing. Like if you're grounded in your body. If you're up in your head, you're going to have a more shallow breath, and you're not going to be aware of your legs. You're not going to think to use your legs because your focus is here. Oh, hi. How are you? Nona, right? Nona? I hope I'm saying that right. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. Okay, wait. Have trouble with that. When the horse speeds up, my body moves up. My legs, feet, arms, core. I have to consciously push myself down into the saddle. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And that's what I work on. Like today, when I rode him, I was working more on myself than working on him. When I rode Baby yesterday, I was working on her, but riding him, because he's at a different level. And so with him, I just sat on, or worked on sitting on him and riding with him and breathing. And because I think the more you can practice that, and you can, I mean, that's why we haven't gone up to the lope with Baby, because, you know, it's like when you go to a faster gait, it makes it harder to do that. And yeah, I loped him today. And even loping, I got to kind of just sit and breathe and relax. And I was really aware of my bottom sitting heavy in the seat, I wasn't like pushing it in, I was feeling the gravity of it. So when you feel the gravity of that, it kind of connects you to your legs and gives you an awareness of like what your legs are doing when you're riding. And yeah, that breathing, like when you're up here, and I think you kind of have to be in your mind a little bit when you're doing something new, because you have to have your brain to say, okay, you need to do this and you need to do that. But then you also have to, you don't want all the focus to be on what you're doing. You want to be aware of like what you're feeling too. And that relax. Meditation is good. If you can meditate and practice that when you're not riding, and just that breath, pay attention to your breath, of like what it feels like when you're down inside your body and not just on the outside. So when you're down inside your body, so it's like not out here, it's like you come here and then go down to your first energy center, which is red. It's down between your legs. It's the first energy center that's like your grounding, stability. But it to me, I see that as it connects you to your legs. And then the next energy center is orange, and that's like right here, right below your belly button. That's like that energy center to me is flow, and that's kind of has to do with your breathing and your diaphragm. And so if you're aware of the gravity of your bottom in the saddle, and just feel the gravity of your body just in the saddle, so you're not trying to sit heavy, you know, with your mind, you're feeling it. And we're a little blurry here, I think. You're feeling the weight of your body. Be aware of that. You can do that now if you're sitting down. Just like feel what your body feels like, the weight of your body, and just feel that. And then breathe. Kind of like breathe into your bottom, that first energy center. And when you do that, you breathe from a lower place. You breathe from down here, your diaphragm. And that's when you get good inhales and exhales. That's your relaxation, though. That's what centers you, is really, I think, your breathing. Is it like yoga? Yeah, it's the chakras. I'm talking about the chakras. So I don't know if you guys know anything about the chakras. Or energy centers. I call them energy centers. Sometimes people get scared away when you say chakras. But they all have to do with energy. And I teach this to some of my fitness clients. Not all of them want to hear this or are ready to hear it. I think it helps. Let's see. Sometimes with loping, you can practice riding up a hill. That way you can focus on relaxing into the saddle while the horse does the work. Just take deep breath and go with the motion of your horse. Oh, that's a good idea. That was from Wild West Cowgirl, and you guys go check her channel out. She has a really good channel, Wild West Cowgirl, and she makes some really good videos. She has a horse named Baby also. So we both have a horse named Baby. We kind of met, yeah, I don't know, a month ago or so, something like that. Maybe a little bit longer ago, but yeah, go check her channel out. It's really cool. She makes really good quality videos too. So anyway, that's my puppy crying over there. Yeah, about a month and a half ago. And yeah, but it's maybe similar to yoga, I guess you could say. Sorry, I hope that's not too loud. Yeah, it's just awareness. It's body awareness, and you know, it's like martial arts too. I had a client that he passed away last year. It's almost been a year, October 6th. So sad. He was one of my favoriteest clients. I had him for 15 years. He was a black belt in karate, Then he got in a bike accident. He got hit and turned quadriplegic. And he came to me just a few months after that, and I started training him and trained him for 15 years. And anyway, we used to talk a lot about, you know, different martial arts things, and it's just an awareness. He says, you know, a black belt is nothing more than being a master of the basics. And I think that's so true, you know, and it's like, you know, I think getting down to that first chakra and that grounding, and that's what gives you the balance too. You know, I tell my clients sometimes too that older people fall not necessarily because loss of strength, but because of balance, and then they can't catch themselves. And you ever watch older people walk? You know, they start to do this. To me, I see that as like a symbolization of forward. It's forward, just like a horse. You know, when a horse gets forward or heavy on the front end, it's not going to stop good because it's not balanced. So pay attention to the way that your mind thinks too, because if you're thinking of something else, you're forward. You know, so when you're riding, you have to think of like pulling your energy back and then down, and just be in the present. And like I said, you can practice that meditating, you know, and for some people meditation is hard because, you know, so if you have a busy mind, it can be hard. But if you get like a candle and have like a candle flame to just kind of stare at, that gives you a focus. So I do better with a candle, just to have that focus. But then pay attention to your breathing. Watch the flame and pay attention to your breathing, and pay attention to how that feels, because the more you can keep that while you're riding, then you're going to have just better body awareness in your core. You know, and I teach that too. You know, your core physically in your body is like the connector between your upper body and lower body. Energetically, with your energy centers, that core, which I would say it's more like the second chakra, that has to do with your breathing. But your breathing is what connects your upper body and lower body too. And so if you can get, and that's so it makes you whole. And if you're breathing deep, long breaths, and you're breathing from down here, you're going to be centered in your body. And when you're centered like that, you just have better body awareness. You know, like I tell my clients, you want to be centered from top to bottom. So from your head down to your toes, your feet, and then from left to right, and then from front to back. So, you know, when you're riding, you know, you always hear sit up straight. It's because that helps you to be centered. You know, if you're leaning back too far, that opens up your core here and cuts you in half. So you're not whole, you're not going to be balanced, and it changes your breath. I don't know if you guys can feel this right now. I do this to my clients. Can you feel this? See how I'm like breathing up here? But now if I do that and I automatically go forward, I can automatically breathe again. You know, then opposite, if you get too far this way, that shifts your weight this way. Your horse can feel all this kind of stuff, you know, so it's like if you can practice just standing up straight or sitting when you're not on your horse, just sitting and, like I said, being aware of just the gravity of your body. So sit on your butt, your sit bones. You want to like get in touch with your sit bones and just breathe, just be there. But that just really helps. I mean, that's what with my appy, yeah, we had like, let's see, what is this? Also with eloping, you're really focusing on your lumbar being relaxed, but your chest out and up. Your horse can also feel when you're looking in the directions your head is facing. Yes, I think that's very true too. They pick up on so much that, you know, like with him, it's like riding with the no hand video. You know, I like to play with that kind of stuff because it's kind of fun. It like shows you if you're really grounded and connected. You know, there's that trust thing when you don't have a hold of the reins. And yeah, if they're not doing what you want, that fear sets in and you start to come up here. I noticed that with him. It's like, okay, he's not turning up. But if I like take a deep breath and come back down and like relax, and then I get back down in my body and get back in touch with my legs. So if you're not grounded and like in your body, you can use your leg as much as you want to, and they're not going to pay attention to it as much as he really listens to my legs and everything, and even my appy. It's like if I was like up here because showing and being nervous, that nerve, when you get nervous, that kind of like makes you breathe more shallow because you're up here and you're like, ah, they feel that. My appy listens to my legs really well, but let's see. Oh shoot. Wait. Oh no, where did it go? Oh wait, okay. Arthritic hips, so I'm often fighting pain from that. My trainer wants more core stable when loping. I tend to swing too much when I first started. I'm better now. Yeah. Cool, yeah. Yeah, some good core exercises would help with that. And yeah, and just start paying attention to like where your energy is too when you're riding. Start doing that. Like I would say do that when you're not riding. Practice it. You know, practice just being in your body and just breathing. And then when you're doing that, like right now, I'm breathing. Now I'm going to put my focus down to my core. You know, what's my core doing? You know, and it's like, and just, you can send the energy to like, in your awareness, your focus. Energy follows thought. So if your thought is like, all your thoughts are up here, or it's on something else, the energy is following that. So if the energy is following that, how can it be down here? So if you sit and practice and say, get in your body, take some deep breaths, and say, wait, let me see. Oh, and say, okay, what does it feel like if I think about my quads? That's the front part of your upper thigh. You know, it's like feel the energy go there. Feel the energy drain down to your calves, your lower leg. And then your toes, wiggle your toes, bring your awareness down to your toes. Then bring it back up and bring it to your glutes, so your butt muscles. Feel what that feels like. So now it's like you're kind of grounded in your lower body, and you're going to breathe, and then you're going to bring it up to the second chakra, which is right below your belly button. And it's orange, it's the color of my shirt. And that's the flow. And yeah, that's what Nona of Wild West Cowgirls was talking about. Yeah, when you're loping, yeah, you have to kind of be in touch with that energy center and like relax and ride with the flow. And yeah, I have a stiff lower back. Let's see. Riding, wait, did I miss one? Riding is an exercise of being conscious of your entire body. When my nerves take over, I start to lose body parts, so to speak. Yes, exactly. But it just takes practice. It's just practice, practice, practice. And yeah, and just practice. See, I don't work out as much as I used to, but if you've seen some of my other videos, I've talked about I'm a retired pro bodybuilder. Competed for 11 years, got my pro card in 1996. You can look me up online. My middle name is Lene, and I go by Lene, but Clifta is my first name. So when I competed, I was Clifta Coulter. So C-L-I-F is in Frank, T-A, and then Coulter, C-O-U-L-T-E-R. And you can see I competed again after 14 years off in 2010. I have some of that stuff up, and that's Clifta Coulter Perez. So Perez, P-E-R-E-Z. So you can find stuff like that. But Yeah, so I used to work at a lot. That's how I learned all this about being in your body. And that's what I teach my clients now. You know, to get the most out of it, you have to be whole. So you have to be breathing. And it all comes down to the breathing. If you're riding and holding your breath, you're not going to be whole. You're separated and you're not in touch with your legs like you could be. So if you're taking deep breaths like this, so your energy goes from top to bottom, bottom to top. It just kind of flows up and down. But if you're nervous or you're afraid, it's going to make you hold your breath. Hey! It's going to make you hold your breath and your energy's not going to flow down. So you're not going to be in touch with your seat. And I think that's where I have to remember to breathe. When I do, I notice a difference. Yes, your horse does too. You know, it's like with him, if I just sit relaxed, he just kind of, like yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw that last live video that we did. Go watch that, because that was our first ride since June. And he was just, I was relaxed, he was relaxed, and he was just, you know, and I practiced that with my Appy. That's how I learned that with my Appy. He really fed off of me. He does too. It's kind of different. They're all different. But my Appy, yeah, if you're kind of anxious, it's like he wouldn't really be bad, but he would show it in his movement. It would be kind of like a little shorter, faster, choppier. But if I like sat down into my seat and just really got grounded and just relaxed and kind of you know, was aware of my legs and everything, he just would like slow right down, drop his head, and yeah, they feel that. They feel all that. So working out, if I don't know if you guys exercise, okay, wait. May also be out of rhythm, meaning she may be scooping backwards with the lope. You want to be scooping your hips forward towards the saddle. Yeah, Deborah, do you scoop your hips forward towards the saddle? It's like you like roll your hips. You know, but it's like if you're sitting deep, you don't really have to do anything. You let the horse kind of do that because you're relaxed, you know, and it's like you're doing it from like here down, and you feel it. You go with it. Yeah. And I was practicing that today because I have a stiff back, and it kind of was bothering me on the left side. And yeah, I just focused on rolling with it and trying to get him to kind of like slow and oh wait, I think your horse likes to ride right now. Yes. Oh wait, there's more up here too. Shoot. Wait, I got the scooping right. I just would lean back too far. My trainer would tell me to sit up straight when I do. I notice the difference. Yeah, because when you're leaning back too far, you're cutting off your breath. And yeah, he's like, he's ready for his snack. You're being such a good boy. Such a good boy. Yeah, so when you're leaning back though like that too far, it cuts off your air. And so yeah, when you sit up straight, yeah, just practice like when you're not on your horse, keeping stable from like your head down to like your waist. And then here, let me see if I can move this down. Wait, is this gonna move? Okay. So keeping from like your waist up still, and then just rotating here, you know, tilting your hips forward. So all that has to do with the second chakra, I would say, which is like right here. Yeah, that flow. And grounding, another way to ground or get in touch with it is, this is what I do with my clients. if you're just standing there about, say, shoulder width apart, just bend your knees and sit like that. That'll get you in touch with your second chakra. And it kind of almost automatically, if it's subtle, but it's almost, yeah, I think I've improved on that scooping. Yeah, but it's a subtle movement just to bend your knees, but in a subtle feeling. But if you really pay attention to what it does, so you're not moving your body, just let your body and let the gravity, when you bend your knees, let the gravity just take you straight down. You'll notice like your core slightly engages. That gets you centered. It's like your inner thigh is part of your core too. And your, hey. I am so sorry. Oh, we're gonna have to get a new lead rope after this. I'm so sorry, you're being such a good boy. Yeah, let me tighten this just a little bit. We're not gonna have a roof here pretty soon. Yeah, so try that too. Because when I have my clients doing, like, say they're doing curls or, you know, anything standing, I always have them do a slight bend in their knees. One, because it protects your lower back. But it protects your lower back because if you really pay attention to what your core does, and it comes from Pilates. I took a Pilates course a few years ago, and the transverse abs, that's the very most inner abs. So when you bend your knees, you'll kind of notice that. So it's not like you're crunching your abs like you would like a crunch, but it's like it comes from like those muscles like closer to your spine. So drop your knees and just feel your core engage. So that's kind of the feeling that you want when you're riding, but it has to be flexible. It's like it has to, you're not like holding it like really tight, because then you become too rigid. You have to have an awareness of it, because as your hips tilt and move, it's like your breathing changes and you have to let that go back and let it come forward. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So maybe practice those things. If anything, I mean, it's just going to give you better body awareness. But those are all things that I kind of think of, and all the stuff that I've learned I've been a personal trainer for, I think about 33 years. And through those years, I've just learned about the physical part of it, and then the energy part of it that goes along with it, and then the mind too, and the breath. Have to get the breathing better. Yeah, it's all about the breathing. And good night. Oh, yeah. I don't have makeup on today, just a little lipstick. But thank you. Have a good night, Peter. And yeah, it all comes down to the breathing. When you're lifting weights and with horses, you know, the weight, like I teach people the weight, it's not like you're overpowering the weight. And I do this to my clients sometimes. We put our hands together and I'll say, okay, stay with me. You know, and I'll go to push down slightly and they'll like resist. I'm like, see, you're resisting right there. Stay with me. The connection is when this comes together and then you go up and down. You can practice that with somebody like this right here. Pay attention to your breath. So my breath is like, I lift you and I got the breathing down for that, yeah. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Hey, okay, we're almost done. We're almost done. But do this with somebody. Do this exercise with somebody. Put your hands together. Feel it, you know, feel it come together. Hey. Hey. Quit. feel the energy come together, and then have one be the leader and the other be the follower. So the goal is to have just a little bit of compression where it makes you breathe, and then have one push down first and let the other one stay with it, where it's like you have that good connection. So you don't want to have one person push down too far and the other one, let go, because then you're being like too passive. The person on the bottom's being too passive. It's like, stay with it. That contraction, when two things come together, that has to do with and I missed it. But the speed of the horse sometimes makes me fearful. Been almost a year and still a little nervous. So do you lope then? Maybe just, did I miss one? Okay. So is that just at the lope, at the canter? Hey! If it is, I would say then just walk and jog. Just practice that. Practice all this at the walk and jog, because it's a lot easier to do at the walk and jog. And practice it and get better so you feel more confident. And once you feel more confident, then you can start to like add in the canter. Oh wait, when I look down, my trainer tells me heels down, legs back, core straight up. Yeah. Can you, hey, can you ask her maybe if you can just like walk and jog and practice those things, just feeling the gravity of your seat, or just really be aware of those when you are walking and jogging before you do get to the canter. And so do you want to hold with your hands too? Oh, wait. Wild West Cowgirl said maybe she can ask her trainer to do more loping in the round pen when it's more controlled area. Also helps you get used to the different directions. Yeah. Okay. My lessons are in an indoor arena. I feel safe. Just all in my head. I almost don't realize that I'm scared until my legs crawl up. Yeah. I don't know if it was me. If it was me, I would just stay at the walk and the jog and just practice that. And then maybe do just in with maybe just a little bit of loping, but make your session maybe more about the walk and jog and like trying to feel more centered and get more confident. That's why I think the breathing might do the trick. Yes, because with the walk and jog, if you're practicing the breathing with that, it's going to start to become more second nature. And then when you go to the faster gait, the lope, it'll be a little bit easier. But it still all just takes time, I think. But if you're trying to do the lope and you don't have that breathing down yet, it's just going to be hard to, because there's like, you're going a faster speed. A faster speed always makes everything hard. And you have to pay attention to so many different things that, yeah, if it was me and I felt that way, I tried focusing on breathing with one horse, but she's so sensitive. Deep exhale, make her stop. Yeah, when you exhale and you stop that breath, like if I just I can like almost make him stop just by thinking what I want him to do. But if you think about it, when you're thinking about it, your breath is changing. And I think they really pick up on your breath along with your body movement too, but really your breathing. My clients pick up with my breathing and I pick up with their breathing. So I know like where they are in their bodies when they're doing what they're doing, all from energy and where I can feel where their breath is. I can feel their energy. Horses can do that too. They're like so in touch with everything like that. Just energy. They're in touch with energy. Did you say something else? Yeah. So, I mean, you think they can feel a fly on their body, right? So they're just like really sensitive and in touch with energy and everything. My mare is like really sensitive. They're sensitive in a different way. He's sensitive too. Like I said, it's like if I just like exhale and stop my breath, he'll stop. And with him, my thing with his loping is I have to really make sure that I'm not holding my breath because he'll stop. So today we worked on going longer at the lope, and me getting him a little more collected and a little slower, but pushing him with my legs to keep him going forward, because and breathing all at the same time. So I'm doing this with my with my hands or whatever I need to do. You know, and that changes your breath. That makes you like and you're using your legs, you know, and it's like you're using your legs but trying to relax and not trying to use them too hard, all while trying to breathe and relax. And because he's so sensitive to that, if I like, you know, change my seat a little bit or like hold my breath for a split second and I didn't breathe, he'll stop. And he did. He broke a couple times going to the right. And it was my fault, you know. It's like I can't blame him. He's just going by what he feels for me. It's like anything I think that they do, it's because of us. It's like they just feel us. So it's like, you know, sometimes we want to blame them. But yeah, well, it's a team. It's teamwork. It's like the two of you working together. And yeah, so he stopped. And yeah, so I just was like, it's okay. You know, walked him off and then we started again. So, oh, I don't know what that says. But yeah, can you write that in English? But yeah, so if you pay attention to that too, you know, whatever they do, if you kind of like, if you have the body awareness though, you have body awareness of like what your body's doing when they do something, you can like figure out, oh, okay. Oh, that's very cool. Can you understand me? Toke, is that how you say it? Toke speaks French. I wish I could, that would be cool. But the more in touch you are with your body awareness, your body movement, what your body's doing, whenever they do something, you're going to be able to tell why. You'll know why they did what they did. Before I had baby, I wrecked really bad on my gelding, and he got put down. All so cantering was really rough for me when I first got baby, because I was so nervous. So I had to recollect my thoughts and relax. Yeah. I can, okay, I'm not sure what that says. I can see how that is. Yeah, I had a couple things happen to me too. And yeah, it does change you. And yeah, so just that breathing and trying to stay calm and relaxed. Yeah. So I think it's just a relationship that that you have to develop, and I think we can make that better by just having awareness of our own bodies and where our energy is in our bodies. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Yay, we have like 7 people here. Yay. I love to talk about this kind of stuff and like energy and body awareness. And somebody, oh, okay. I'm not sure what that says. But yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to shut off in an hour. I seen some people say that it does. We're at 59 minutes and 40 seconds. So I need to go anyway because he's kind of really impatient and he needs his little snack, and it's almost time for dinner too. The sun's getting ready to go down. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll do more videos like this. If you guys like it, give it thumbs up. When you guys get off of here, give it thumbs up, or now give it thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Are we still going? Bye. Nona, am I saying that right? Nona? Okay, we're still going. I thought it was maybe going to cut out. Am I saying that right, Nona? Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. Okay, yes. Thank you, Nona. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Peter. Toke. I don't know if that's how you say it. Toke. And Vic. And Robert. And who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Thank you guys so much. This was fun. I love talking about this kind of stuff. And yeah, watch for our solo shot video coming soon. And yeah, and probably another live tomorrow or Tuesday. And again, the bits for Deborah. Yeah, I want to talk about. I'll show you some of the. I'll show you my favorite bits that I like to use and maybe talk about those. And yeah. Thank you guys so much again, and see you in the next video. Bye. Have a good night. I want to win on horse lessons. Oh, okay. You want to win on horse lessons? Okay. Not sure what that means, though. Yay, we got one thumbs up. Yay. Okay. Yes. Okay, still not sure what that means. You want to win on horse lessons? Or you want to learn? You want to learn horse lessons? Oh, thank you. Anyway, I'm going to, my boy, hey, quit, quit, quit. My boy's getting very impatient, and yeah. I'm going to go ahead and go and see you soon. Okay? Bye-bye.